Hi everyone, it's Steve from Wai Parakore Soaps, and today I'm actually going to bring you a melt and pour project. I don't normally do melt and pour except for making embeds for tops of my cold process soap. So today I'll be making little gumballs for my next project coming up, and they're just made in a little silicone mould like this one. You can get these gumball moulds in different sizes. This is just sort of like the medium size mould, and you can get bigger ones. Today's project is actually a Pokeball, which my girls are really into playing Pokemon Go. In fact, actually they've just gone out the door now to go and hunt for some Pokemon and battle in their gym, which is just down the road. And what inspired me was actually watching the project that Kevin Devine did on his YouTube channel, Devinely Designed. You can look him up, and I'll actually link below in the description. Now, his Pokeball project actually used one of these molds, which is a little ball mold, on a larger size than these ones, so that they were larger than the little gumballs. But he basically just poured the different colours to make the balls. And they're really cute. However, I thought, well, as a soap, it's probably a little bit on the small side. So the other week I was can't remember if it was at the warehouse or perhaps Bunnings or something, and I came across this mould here, which is actually it's actually a ice cube mould for making whiskey balls. So you make balls of ice that you stick in your whiskey glass, and you pour over a whiskey. So there's two sides to it. This is the bottom, which is just a semicircle, and this is the top. And now the top has holes in it because when you make the ice balls, what you do is you fill this container up to the top, and then you push down the top, and then any excess comes up through the holes, and then you just pop this away in the freezer, and then when it's all done, you pop them out of the mould. So I thought, well, it's actually a good size to make a Pokemon ball soap. Now, I've already actually tested this out, and I've made a couple. I've made a set for my girls, but when I shared it on my photos on the Kiwi Soapmakers Facebook group, other people were interested in actually making Pokeballs as a novelty soap, and I said next time I make some, I'd video it. So long story short, this is what I'm doing. So what I've got here is about 180 grams of just plain white melt and pour, and that will be for the bottom half of the balls. And I'm going to put the bottom half of the balls actually in the top of the mould, because they've got a wee, because of the wee hole, it actually creates a little nipple at the bottom of the ball, and because that can be actually just cut off, and that's where the ball will sit on. In this one here, although it's hardened up now, I'll have to remelt it. I've got clear melt and pour. It's about 50 or 60 grams and I've used activated charcoal, and a little bit of this black as black mica from Mica Your World to give it a little bit of a shimmer, but we won't be needing that until we go to put the balls together. And in this one here, I've got the same amount. It's about 180 grams of clear melt and pour, and I've actually coloured it using mica and other soap colorants. Now, because a lot of you will know that to get a true red is really hard to do, so I've actually just mixed with a few few colours. So I've used Carmine Red from Micah Your World. I've used a neon pink from Soapcraft, and to balance out the colour I've used a little bit of this red soap colorant that I picked up at a craft store. I don't even know, it wasn't even branded, and that's just mixed in with a bit of glycerin and the same type of colorant but in the yellow, and I've just mixed those in glycerin and I just use them by the droppers. So I've just been playing with the colours and what have you till I get this colour here, which is kind of close to the Pokemon ball colour. So what I need to do is I just need to buzz this white again to get it a little bit more liquid. It's starting to thicken up on me and I want it actually free flowing before I pour it, and I'll bring you back for when I pour. Right, you can probably hear the microwave in the background. It's cooling after I've just buzzed this up for 20 seconds just to get it a little bit more fluid. I'm just spraying some alcohol. So what I'm going to do with this bottom mould here, I'm going to just fill it up with the white, but I'm not going to fill it up all the way to the top. I'm actually going to leave about 5mm from the top because that's going to be filled up later with the black when I put the balls together. So it's just a matter of just pouring this in here and just very carefully taking it up to where I want it. Giving it a bit of a spray and then pouring the next one. Now I'm not too sure exactly how much melt and pour I need because I'm still sort of developing this project. I know that the made balls are about 120 grams once they're finished, so working out how much I need for each colour, I've overestimated a little bit, so there'll be a little bit of waste until I get the making of these down to a fine art. So we don't want that black band to be too thick, but we don't want it to be too thin either. And you've got to split the black band between the two halves of the balls. Also what I need to do is actually pour a thin layer into the bottom of this little silicone mould because I've got to cut out the button for the front of the Pokeball. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of this in here. So I just end up with a little flat bit to cut out. And that will be later on, we'll adhere that to the ball. I also have to do this with the black because if you I'll show you a picture of the Pokeball. You've got the black circle and then you've got the white button that sits on top, and that's what this will be. So what I'll do is I'll just move this out of the way, let that set up. So of course the next part of the Pokeball is actually the red, which is the top of the Pokeball, and I'm going to do that in the other side of the mould. But as you can see, my red's fairly set up now, so I'm going to pause you, get this to free flowing, and I'll bring you back. Hi, I'm back. Got this liquid now. What I didn't mention earlier was the fact that I've actually fragranced this one with peppermint essential oil, so it's going to have a nice wee pepperminty smell. So if you have a look there, oh, let's get that into the shot for you. There we go. So it's nice and fluid. Give it a wee spritz. And we'll just do the same again as we did last time. So I've got some colour stuck on the bottom. I'm just going to pour up to about 5 millimeters, 4 or 5 millimeters from the top. And if you're familiar with melt and pour, you know it's important to spray the top of the soap to get rid of those bubbles. And I'm using 99% alcohol to do that. Right, so what I need to do now is to wait for those 2 moulds to set up, and then we can start the next part, which is adding the black to the red, letting that set, and then the final step will be to put the black in here and then join the two bits together, and then letting that set. So I'll bring you back when we're ready for adding the black. Hi, I'm back. These are sort of set up now. I've just melted down my black, and I'm going to make the black buttons like I did with the white one. So it's just a little bit that you stick in the bottom there, just so you don't get them too thick, and then we'll cut out the discs the right size for the buttons on the front of the Pokeballs. So I'm just going to pour these now. Okay. Alright, and we'll set those aside. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just deciding whether to pour into the red or the white. I'll actually pour into the white, because basically what I want to do is, once I've poured into the red, I want to be able to pop this down on top of it so it rests inside. So that's what I will do. So before pouring into the next layer of the colours, I'm just going to score the surface so it's got something to key into, and I will spray with alcohol, which will also help the layers adhere to one another. So I'm just doing a wee crosshatch pattern. And I'll just pour these to the top of the actual mould. So what I need to do now is just wait for that to set up, and then we'll do the same again with the red ones, and then we're going to pop these, invert these into it. So I'll bring you back when that's ready. Hi, I'm back. These are set up now. I've cross-hatched the top of the both halves, and sprayed a bit of alcohol. So this will be the moment of truth. Last time I did these, I did the two blacks, and then tried to use a bit of black to put them together. It kind of worked, but ended up with a gap between the two halves. So I'm hoping this, by doing it this way, it'll adhere better. This is actually still quite warm, because I do actually want it to sort of try and melt into the two sides. So I'm just going to fill these to the brim. And actually have it, the surface tension a little bit above the rim. Right. Now I'm just going to drop these on top. So I'll set that aside and let that set. So our black pieces of the buttons have now set. So what I'm going to do now is actually I've got a little grass Russian tip here. It's I'm using it because it's round about the right size for the circle, and I'm just going to press that out. And there's enough movement in there so it just pops out just like that. That's the buttons. The black button that will go against directly against the Pokeball. And the next one is actually the white button. And I'm just using another piping tip, just a circular one. Now this one doesn't cut as good, but will pop out now somewhere. Yep. Just going to use a wee cotton bud just to help push that out. So essentially I'll just use a bit of black. Just pop that on there. That's one Pokeball button. That's the button there. And we'll put that on the balls once they've set. So again, I'll bring you back. Hi, I'm back. What I've done is I've just popped the mould in the freezer for about half an hour. So just makes the balls a little bit easier to come out. So that's what they like. They're picking up a bit of moisture because they're still cold. There they go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use the same grass tip that I did before, and I'm just going to put a mark on the ball, because basically what I want to do is with a knife just flatten it out a wee bit so that I've got a flat surface to put this onto, and that mark lets me see how far I can carve a flat spot. So I just need to heat up the black again so I can stick on the little button. So I'll be right back when I'm ready to do that. Okay, so I've just flattened off that bit where we want to put the button. I'm just going to score across it like that, and a little bit of alcohol, and then I'm just going to pop a little bit of melted soap on the ball, and then pop that right on top. Oops, I'm working it out. So, and we have one little Pokeball. Right, that's my little demo of making Pokeballs. So this is Dee from Wai Parakore Soaps. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to my channel. Like and share the videos, and I will bring you more next time I'm soaping. Thanks, bye for now.